Good morning, I'm Jasmine Anderson. Only in Newsday, feeling the squeeze, the cost of living crisis. Many Long Islanders being forced to commute because they can't afford to live where they work. Macy Egland reports.
We can't make it there anymore, and people are literally being pushed out of their homes.
Petya Dimitrova and Michael Hines live in Manorville, but both of them work on the East End. They used to live in Southampton in a basement apartment, but say they were forced out when their landlord sold the house. Unable to afford anything nearby, they moved west and downsized. Right now, they're paying just under $2,000 a month for their one-bedroom apartment in this complex. And they say their commute out to the East End is the price they have to pay to save on their rent.
I never would have imagined that I'd be riding the trade parade every day to and back from work.
5 days a week, they're commuting, sometimes 2 hours each way, riding together to save on gas when their schedules allow it. Dimitrova works in Sag Harbor, and Hines is a manager at an animal rescue group in Wainscott, a job he loves.
I don't want to have to force myself to find another job. I've built something up here. There's still room to grow in this place. And I've seen people over the years have to go for these reasons, whether they can't live out in the Hamptons anymore.
Together, they take home $83,000 a year. Not even close, they say, to what they'd need to live where they work.
We drive by houses that have occupants for a month, or for Memorial Day and 4th of July and Labor Day, and the house is empty. And at the same time, there are people struggling to find a place to live. People need to change their perception of what affordable housing is.
They both have close ties to the East End. Hines is from Sag Harbor, and Dimitrova moved here from Bulgaria in 2009. They say they'd like to stay, but admit the cost of living on Long Island has forced them to consider other options.
Eventually, it might be a decision that we have to make.
In the meantime, they'll have to deal with the long and costly commute. Reporting for NewsdayTV, I'm Macy Egland.
Tomorrow, we'll take a look at squeeze solutions and what's being done to address the housing problems. Read more on Feeling the Squeeze on Newsday.com. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. We have all the stories there for you. Moving to the Gilgo killings. It's court today for the Massapequa Park man charged in 3 murders. Rex Huerman is being held without bail. He will be in court for a hearing in Riverhead at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Huerman pleaded not guilty in the killings of 3 women, Melissa Barthelemy, Megan Waterman, and Amber Lynn Costello. Their remains were found in the Gilgo Beach area in 2010. Police say Huerman is the prime suspect in the murder of a 4th woman found in the same area. We have a team of journalists inside the court today to bring you the latest developments in the Gilgo investigation. Read more on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Developing now, a search right now for the driver involved in a deadly hit and run in Central Islip. Police say 68-year-old Paul Benjamin of Central Islip was hit and killed last night. He was walking at the intersection of Carlton Avenue and Elmore Streets when he was hit by a dark SUV that left the scene. Police are investigating the death of a child whose body was found inside a car in a Smithtown parking lot yesterday. Police have not released the child's age, identity, and gender, or what even happened here. No word on any charges. 2 Long Island hospitals just ranked among best in the nation. They are Northwell Health's North Shore University Hospital in Manhasset and NYU Langone Health's hospital, including its facility in Mineola. The facilities earned placement on U.S. News and World Report's honor roll. Congratulations. 9 of New York's best hospitals are actually on Long Island. You can read more about the report on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. A final vote today for the proposed expansion of Jake's 58 Casino. Islandia Village officials are expected to approve the $200 million plan. It includes a new building and additional parking. If given the okay, the expanded facilities are expected to open in 2025. Starbucks in Farmingville is open again today after a one-day strike. Workers walked out yesterday protesting the firing of a union organizer. They say he was unfairly fired from the store after a company investigation failed to find proof he stole $20 from the store.
We believe that he was targeted because he's a union organizer. We have had other people fired that we believe were for suspected union activity, but this is our first organizer, which to me seems that they are ramping up their union busting.
Starbucks tells Newsday its actions were both lawful and in alignment with long-established partner policies. Only on Newsday, several Long Island American Legion posts may be forced to close. Legion commanders say it's due to declining membership, lack of funding, and the growing challenge of maintaining Legion halls. At least 3 halls in Seacliff, Oyster Bay, and Plainview may be shutting down.
Some of the posts are getting very small, we know that. Some of the posts may or may not last more than a couple years, whether it be lack of membership, monetary reasons, or other reasons that can't be controlled.
You hate to hear that. Read more about the local American Legions on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. And a remarkable rescue. You have to listen to this story here. A Copeg man was saved from the sea after treading water in the open ocean for about 5 hours. Dae Ho was out for a morning swim Monday off Cedar Beach in Babylon when he got pulled to 2 miles offshore by the current. Ho treaded water, tied his shirt to a broken fishing pole that he found, and waved it in the air until a passing boat noticed him. Or thank goodness he is safe. Sports now. Rockville Center's Crystal Dunn and Team USA are advancing in the World Cup. The U.S. surviving this late close call. Look at this. To tie Portugal 0-0 early this morning. The draw means the Americans advance to the knockout stage. A big night for the girl who blasted the Nassau County executive with a water balloon at a local 4th of July parade. The county and the Yankees teamed up to take her and her family to tonight's game. You got to check this video out. This is a viral video shared on Bruce Blakeman's social media page. 10-year-old Alexa Cardona of Franklin Square hit Blakeman at the Stewart Manor Parade. Look at that. This video has been seen more than 40 million times. Blakeman and Cardona will join the Bombers on the field in the Bronx for batting practice and play catch. I think she's pretty good on that. Well, check out your hyper-local weather on this Tuesday, August 1st. Here's a look at Main Beach in East Hampton. Another beautiful summer day out there, mostly sunny. Here's a look at your day planner. Highs around 78 degrees. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 80 degrees. So just a beautiful week. Definitely different from last week. A look at your 7-day forecast coming up.
Long Island weather is brought to you by the Canine Center. Newsday Sports is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
Newsday Sports now. He went from star wrestler at East Islip High School to motivational speaker. Carissa Kelman has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
It's a typical morning for Rohan Murphy at ProFit in Deer Park, the place he calls his second home.
I love coming here. It's my outlet. You know, it's my sanctuary. I have tons of great friends that help me work out, tons of great trainers as well. My buddy Chris is here with me today.
One day he's like, oh, let's just work out together. I'm like, all right, you know, like help me out, help me work out. And it was probably like one of the most intense workouts like I ever had. Like he's just nonstop.
Murphy, who lost his legs at birth, began a successful wrestling career as a freshman at East Islip High School.
I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. I found a sport that I could actually, it wasn't just a sport for me, it was a purpose. It gave me a purpose in life, something to strive for, something to really look forward to every day after school.
But he didn't stop there. He dreamed of a bigger mat.
Despite not having legs, I was a walk-on to the Penn State wrestling team. It was a dream come true. Growing up as a kid, I always really wanted to be a Division I athlete. So that's when I really got into working out.
And when he isn't in this gym, Murphy is in hundreds of middle school gyms speaking to students about his inspirational journey.
Growing up disabled, I never really thought of myself as an inspirational motivation. I kind of just wanted to live my life. I kind of wanted to get the most out of life. But as I got older, people always told me how much of an inspiration I was just by the way I lived my life. And I thought maybe if I could be articulate enough and share my story with students in schools, it can motivate them to really get the most out of their lives as well.
Murphy's message has inspired thousands of students, not just on Long Island, but in 41 other states.
Anytime I get a message from a student letting me know how much I inspire them, to me that's what it's all about. That's priceless. Speaking is my It's my dream job. I'm blessed. I really, truly am.
In Deer Park, Carissa Kelman, Newsday TV.
Incredible story. Read more about Rowan Murphy on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Holy cannoli, there is a lot of buzz about a candy bar made here on the island by a nearly century-old Italian pastry business. Steve Langford has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
In an industrial section of Farmingdale, there's a place they make cannolis, among many other Italian pastries.
There's something about cannoli that's very exciting to people. Maybe ever since The Godfather.
Peter Areola, third-generation pastry poobah, go ahead, give us the line.
Leave the gun, take the cannolis.
Now that we've got that out of the way, we've just entered the inner sanctum of Areola Foods' latest wholesale venture. It's the cannoli bar, a product Areola's been working on for years.
And I can make 20,000 plus bars a day with very minimal labor. 5 people really involved in the whole process.
To maintain quality control here, there's another pop culture legend that comes to mind.
At the rate we're making them, if you don't have the packaging right, you're going to have an I Love Lucy issue.
Hope that never happens here, but if it does, please invite us back.
The Areola family has been in this business for 100 years now.
That's the original shot in Brooklyn.
Crescenzo Areola, an Italian immigrant, opened his first shop in 1923, and his son carried on the tradition on Long Island in a big way.
My dad would love to stick a cannoli, a cheesecake in your mouth if you walk in. That's what he did to Joe Frazier many years ago.
Down goes Frazier. And punching above its weight, the new cannoli bar. Steve Langford for Newsday TV.
What a memory. For more on the cannoli bar, go to Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Get more of the stories you've seen on Newsday TV at Newsday.com. Plus breaking news, investigations, things to do, restaurants, and other Long Island news you can't get anywhere else. At Newsday.com, covering Long Island like no one else can.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Thanks for watching. We'll leave you with a look at your hyperlocal 7-day forecast.